Okay, our third and final assignment for our foreign policy unit is the foreign policy article analysis. Students will choose an article, read the article, and analyze the information using the knowledge they have gained completing the previous foreign policy assignments. As always, open the document, save it to your computer so you can work on it, and then you'll submit it here when it's finished. In a perfect scenario, this would be an assignment you would be starting sometime either on Wednesday if you really were gung-ho on the first two, Thursday if you worked it out a little bit at a time, or Friday through the weekend. I'm only asking you to do one article analysis. So first of all, when you open the document, it looks like this, but it'll be a Word document. Let's just familiarize ourselves with this document. First of all these lines I've placed on here would be if it was a handwritten document, so you can eliminate those lines and just type in those spaces, or however it makes you happy. So we're going to put the title of the article and the date. Based off of the title, what do you already know about the topic? So this is sort of your pre-reading, here's what I know. Okay? Then you're going to read the article. But it's also important to understand, what am I looking for? So this is your basic comprehension questions. Who is the article about? What is the main idea? When does the event occur? Where is it taking place? And that could be more than one place because these are international sometimes. Why and how, typically you're going to have one or the other. And then you just kind of have to, this is a template. It doesn't fit perfectly with every single article, but everybody's choosing different articles. So if one of these two applies, pick one and answer it to the best you can. These first four are obviously going to be in every article. This last two, you never know. All right. Of those 6 answers, of the 5 W's and 1 H, you can't really star one. So instead, just type like the where, and then tell me why the where is the most important of those. So basically, when you're reading your answers here, which of these is the most important to understanding the article? All right, then you kind of detour into another section. What is the magnitude of the event in the story? Is this article international? Does it affect more than one country? Is it just national? Is it just an exclusive American article? Or is it local? Is it Maryland, Eastern Shore, Maryland based? What is the impact? How many people were affected by it? All right. So what is the impact of this story? How many people in the world will be affected by this story? Is it just going to affect Americans? Is it going to affect Americans and Canadians? Is it going to affect everyone? All right. Okay, now we're looking at reliability of this article. Is there an author's name? If so, put it here. Who are the sources in the article itself? So this is where you're going to look through the article and you're going to look for quotes. Lines like according to. The author is going to obviously do research and give a lot of their findings, but sometimes you can find bias and opinions in people's writing. So you're looking for according to. So you're looking for expert opinions. Quotation marks, according to the leader of the CDC, according to the president of the World Health Organization, according to Dr. Smith, according to the officer who was interviewed. So look for those quotes and tell me who the article itself used as its sources for its information. All right, and then the final piece is, what does it mean to you now? Personal reaction. What do you think of this article? Include 2 points of textual support for your answer. So obviously, just get your thoughts out first. All right, here's my takeaway from the article. Here's what I think about this story. Here's how it affects me, my city, my people, my country, the world, etc., etc. Then include 2 specifics. So you've said everything you found to be important. Now go back into the text and find 2 important moments. And you can highlight, you can copy and paste those over and basically say, all right, in the text it said blah, 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 blah. Then give your reaction to that specific moment. So when you're reading an article, there's going to be moments where you read something and you're going to go, oh, that's important. Or I didn't know that. That's a really big deal. Those are the 2 things I'm looking for. Find those 2 big things, transfer them into your writing, and then react to them. All right? So when you read this important thought, here's what your brain was thinking. Okay? So make it a nice little paragraph to sort of sum up everything that you took away, and just make sure you include 2 pieces of textual support. I'd love it if you highlighted the text, that if you're going to copy and paste, if you could highlight that for me so I can go back into the article and specifically see it. All right, so here's what you're going to do now. And in the instructions, it tells you right here, the internet link is foreignpolicy.com, or you can simply go to Google and type in foreign policy, and it is the first link. So this is where you're going to find your articles. When you click on this website, it's going to open up like so. And I'm going to ask you to select the News tab, and it will open up like this. If you don't select News, you're going to get a random selection of things. You might get charts and graphs, and there's nothing to read. So select News, and ultimately when you look through these articles, you're going to make sure it says Report. Report means there's actual context. All right, if it says exclusive, it might be a video, or if it says dispatch, it might just be something super, super short, and there's not going to be enough for you to talk about. So scroll through until you find an article you're happy with. Now, if you get to the bottom, you can hit load more articles. You go till you find one, but the most current will be at the top. All right, so I'm going to just simply say, all right, how are countries reopening? First-hand reports from around the world. A snapshot of life under COVID-19 in early May. So click on this. It's going to open. Now, my biggest issue with this assignment is in the past, this website's articles don't always open on certain browsers. So if you'll see at the bottom of my screen, I've got Chrome, Firefox, and Internet Explorer all opened. Okay? Because what you're going to find is you're going to start reading. And as you go down, this website likes to be funny, and it likes to try to charge you money. So when this pops up, what you're looking for is, on some of these browsers, there will be an X right here to the right of this little login sign-in guy. On Chrome, for this one, it's not there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this link, and I'm going to try on Firefox. And I'm going to try to scroll down and read the article. Now, the moment it pops up, if there's an X, I can close it. And I've already done that for this one. So it worked on Firefox. Okay? The little box popped up. There was an X. I was able to close it out, so I was able to see the whole article. Okay? So once you find which browser allows you to do that, then you're in business. Okay? So it worked for me on Firefox. It's working for me on Internet Explorer, but Chrome just simply, for some reason, this time didn't have the little X. All right, so you find the article you're happy with. You read to the extent that you understand. I would like for you to read the whole thing if possible. This is very current. This is just a week ago. All right, and it's important. This is going to tell us, what is everyone else doing around the world, and is it working for them? It gives you a sense of, what to expect next for us. We're going to learn from these other countries on what's working for them and not working. That's how internationalism works. All right. So once you've read through all this information, if this is the article you can choose whichever one you want. You then open up that document. You fill in your answers to the best of your ability. All right. And then once it's saved, you come right back here to Foreign Policy Article Analysis, and you submit it in this section. Then you are done for the week. And again, you have until the end of next Sunday or Monday on the holiday if you so choose. You can continue to work up until then, and then we will move on to economics in our shortened week after Memorial Day. All right, as always, send questions if you need help. I'm here if you need me. Take care.